Those are some of the concerns, Scott, that
Do
we're going to
you
have to go
oppose it?
through. That's one of the things we're going to be looking at.
Assuming it is viable, it calls for no public financing of the stadium. Greg supposedly is written it such that the Chargers could become sole owners of the stadium, responsible for all of it, and the convention center. So, is there a way to swing that? Do you see?
No, you make a good point, Gene. That in the initiative that's being circulated, it says no dollars available for a stadium.
But
so then you'd have to have potentially another vote to do that,
well,
which is longer and more convoluted.
Well, but is there a pathway for Goldman Sachs and other things for them to essentially get the what they call fee simple, I guess, Mr. Attorney?
It's hard to speculate on that. Go ahead, Jim.
Clarify something on there is no Briggs initiative. It's not on the ballot. It hasn't qualified for the ballot. Well, apparently they're saying it's November, but it prohibits public funding downtown. It does not prohibit public funding in Mission Valley, and we're kind of skirting around some of the issues on the Briggs initiative. I don't know why it has a great impact on what we're going to be doing with the Chargers. The major impact that has been cited has been the environmental, that solves all the environmental issues. If you read it carefully, it doesn't. And I'm happy to go through the details, maybe not here, but just generally. In Mission Valley, the only benefit would be is if the project has no public money, and that's not the proposal. So whatever nominal benefit there would have been to allow it for a stadium in Mission Valley, it doesn't apply if there's any public money. Downtown, it replaces CEQA, but requires the same reporting. It's what's called environmental report, the same mitigation and the same monitoring as if CEQA applied, and then has additional process that has to be followed, and it allows for any person to file a lawsuit and enforce it. I haven't really analyzed it, and certainly not taking a position on the initiative, but it is not the panacea for environmental waiver. It's not. It's not what they did in Englewood. It's not what they did in Carson. They had a specific project. They proposed that project, CEQA, be completely waived. Here's all the things we're doing as part of that project, and it was put into an initiative. This says, we don't care what the project is, you just have to do the same things that's in CEQA, and we'll call it a waiver. So it doesn't really help downtown, but at the table, again, we're not throwing any cold water or anything. We'll deal with it. There's nothing wrong with having to do environmental review and do it the right way.
In the public comment period, there were 4 or 5 environmental groups backed by a law firm in Los Angeles County, raised a number of objections and potential challenges. What do you see as that on the horizon? Is that going to fade away, or is that something you're going to have to deal with?
I don't know where they faded away because I haven't spoken to them and what their motivation was. But from the beginning, I looked at those as things that could be easily corrected if they're found to be wrong, but we don't think they are. We felt that we met the standard for an EIR. A lot of people, a lot of engineers and scientists put in a lot of time to make that EIR happen. It wasn't just done quickly. It was done with a lot of people. So we added so many people that we believe that it's sufficient. Now, if there is litigation over the EIR, one thing that has changed is that we obtained the governor's